From Georgetown, we fly to Suriname and spend a few days in Paramaribo. The historic capital city centre became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2002. On the other side of the Suriname River, we visit the Peperpot Nature Park and encounter a good amount of wildlife in the jungle-like park.
To get to Suriname is a little difficult. You have to do an e-visa online that costs 50 euros, and when you check in, you also have to fill up a digital form. It's a long one. It takes about 15 minutes. So we're doing this right now. So we are about to leave Guyana. Are we happy about that?
I think we are.
I think we are. And we're flying to Suriname and to Paramaribo, exactly. I'm getting confused with all the town names here. We met Colin in the airport and we're sharing a taxi with him.
Colin is American, but he works in the UK and then
he
also
speaks German as well.
In Berlin as well. So all three.
Yeah, so we were only 8 passengers to board the plane, but people were already sitting on this plane, so they obviously came from somewhere else, because we were thinking a big plane for 8 people, what a waste. But
no.
It's still not full, but I would say another 20 people were on board here. So let's see how that works all out for today.
It's 9:15, the flight isn't until 5 to 10, so we might leave
It's only an hour in.
10 minutes.
And we have a time change when we get to Suriname.
Yeah.
It's an hour more or less, I can't remember.
It'll be an hour. We lose an hour, so the clocks
we have
go
to
forward.
add another hour to our watch. And then it's probably about an hour's ride from the airport into town. And then we're looking forward to our apartment.
Well, it's a bit complicated here because you have to do an online departure form for Guyana,
Lots of
and
paperwork.
you have to do an online arrival form for Suriname, plus your visa that you have to pay for in Suriname, which costs $50 each, which we did months ago.
And through the security, we literally had to take everything out, including taking off shoes and everything. So it's a slow process here. Thank God there's not a lot of passengers on board. So yeah, we're on time. And we're looking forward to Suriname.
Next stage, next new country.
Last country that we don't know on this trip, then we're flying out to Belém on Saturday. So we've got a whole week in Suriname.
Colin told us that he was booked on a flight to the Kaitoa Falls this week, but all the flights were cancelled due to bad weather. The flight cost $270 per person, and he had to wait 6 hours at the airport from 6 a.m. in the morning before his flight was cancelled for the day. They have a webcam at the landing strip at the falls and can see the weather conditions at any time of the day, and this week was a total bust. Looks like we didn't miss out on anything after all. Suriname is the smallest country in South America by both population and territory, and over 90% of its territory is covered by rainforest, the highest proportion of forest cover in the world. It was inhabited as early as the 4th millennium BC by various indigenous peoples. French, Spanish, English and Dutch explorers arrived and contested the area in the 16th century, with the Dutch controlling much of the country's current territory by the late 17th century. Under Dutch rule, Suriname was a lucrative plantation colony focused mostly on sugar. Its economy was driven by African slave labour until the abolition of slavery in 1863. In 1975, it became independent. On the 25th of February 1980, a military coup led by Desi Bouterse overthrew the government. His dictatorship ended in 1986 in a brutal civil war. National elections were held again in 1987, and the National Assembly adopted a new constitution that allowed Bouterse to remain in charge of the army until 1991. In 2010, Bouterse returned to power when he was elected as the president of Suriname. He was re-elected in 2015. However, Bouterse was convicted by a Surinamese court in 2019 and given a 20-year sentence for his role in killing 13 prominent citizens who had criticised the military dictatorship in 1982. Suriname's culture and society strongly reflect the legacy of Dutch colonial rule. It is the only sovereign nation outside Europe where Dutch is the official and prevailing language of government, business, media and education. An estimated 60% of the population speaks Dutch as their native language. Most Surinamese are descendants of slaves and indentured labourers brought from Africa and Asia by the Dutch. Suriname is highly diverse, with no ethnic group forming a majority. Proportionally, its Muslim and Hindu populations are some of the largest in the Americas. Most people live along the northern coast, centred around Paramaribo, making Suriname one of the least densely populated countries on Earth.
That was surprisingly smooth because we were going like this all the time.
I was expecting a real bump.
Yeah, so did I. I was already holding onto the seat in front of me.
But race position,
but here we are, touchdown in Suriname.
our 5th new country
On this trip.
Yeah.
This is the airport in Suriname, one of the two. The one, J.A. Pengel. We have to walk miles. First impression, it's hot. We have a bit of sunshine. Humidity is mediocre. It's not too bad. So now we're going through immigration. There's a lot of paperwork you have to do before you get through. Like you need an e-visa and an online form filled out and stuff like this. But this is our 5th new country. And I can see blue skies in between the clouds, so that's a good omen. Helen is racing ahead. Welcome to Suriname. We hope to see some wildlife while we're here. It's the most forested country in the world.
The taxi ride into Paramaribo takes an hour and costs $50. Colin is really happy to share this with us.
This is our Southside apartment. We've got a huge kitchen here with electric stove, microwave, a kettle. Then it goes over into the lounge. We've got a really clean and comfortable sofa, a sitting area, aircon, big TV, football's running on the TV. Was because we switched it off. We have a huge balcony. Oh my god. This is half a block of balcony here.
Yeah, but we can't go out. I think that's why we got the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Because we opened the door.
Yeah, we've got some mosquitoes in here that we have to get rid of. Bathroom is as big as our motorhome. We have toilet, sink, shower. And the bedroom has no windows, which Helen will love, because she doesn't like light at night. But we have a very comfortable mattress.
Mm-hmm.
We have air conditioning in here as well. This is super. We pay $175 for 6 nights total. That is the cheapest we had on the whole trip. And we've got literally a whole flat. And what was his name? Amin. Just gave us a really nice introduction into Suriname. There's a lot of temples here. This one is another Indian temple. Looks quite impressive. So we ended up in a shopping center kind of a thing. It looked like a shopping center because it had a big car park. They have all sorts of things, but we're heading straight to the 3rd floor for the restaurant. Helen discovered some pizza. We're starving. Couldn't get any money at Western Union because they don't change money. You have to order it online. Helen found the way to the cafe. You can tell we're hungry. It's like 3:30 and we haven't had anything since breakfast this morning at I don't know, 6:30. We're starving. So we're using our last $25 for a shared fish and chips and some drinks. And Helen is watching football on the big screen over there. Is it the FA Cup? Liverpool lost against Newcastle. Oh, we just got our food. Fish and chips in Suriname. We learned today it's Suriname.
I don't know what that is.
Ketchup. Bon appetit. Bon provecho. Suriname starts well. We still don't have any money, but that's okay. Food tastes really good. It has a bit of a spice in there. Fish is really nice.
I don't know what this is.
Looks like a sweet and sour. Can that be?
Yeah,
I might put it on my salad.
a bit of a bite. Not too
Bit of
much.
a bite, yeah.
It's actually quite nice.
Helen is just eating our first greens in 3.5 weeks. Lettuce. Feels really good, doesn't it?
I mean,
It
fresh
wouldn't be anything special if we wouldn't have had it for 3.5 weeks.
cucumber, carrot, corn,
I like the corn.
and the sweet and sour.
Yeah, Helen loves the sweet and sour sauce. She normally doesn't do this.
No.
But this is good stuff. We enjoyed that. Suriname starts with a really, really nice touch. Our host from the apartment was already really helpful. Colin took us in his taxi. Flight was okay.
Early,
Well, it starts way better than Guyana.
but we didn't get a drink.
No, that's true.
On
We
the
didn't
flight.
get any drink on the flight.
Nothing at all.
There's another temple here. Every corner has an Indian temple. They're all very different. This is a Vishnu temple. Helen's learning Dutch here at the gas station.
Ja, Pacey Moxie Alicie. Met
That doesn't sound Dutch to me at all.
beroepte kip.
That must be some kind of
Suriname.
Suriname Dutch type of thing. It's a mix of Indian, something Creole.
Suriname foods, yes.
Yeah.
Black eyed peas.
Ah yes, you got that.
I got that one.
Pacey.
Pacey must be peas.
Yes.
Peas.
Yes.
Black eyed peas.
This is our apartment building, Southside Apartment, and right next to it is another temple. So we can always recognize our street by just looking at this temple. And we have a money changer here, right down by the elevator of our building. We have a huge balcony that is for all these flats here. This is our door here, but you can walk all the way around the building. I could do some jogging here if it wouldn't be so hot. Yeah, goes all the way around the building, and we get a view onto the temple here. If I wouldn't know it any better, I would think I'm somewhere in Asia. Oh, that looks very tall here. I made it on the number 1 bus.
Need to follow us. Where are we going?
Yeah, no. This is the one that picks up from our doorstep. You see where we're going? It's a little bit of an adventure. So this is where we have to come back to get our bus back. So we're going through the central market here. We're just gonna go inside here. This is the fish hole in the market here. Yeah, cucumbers, yeah, very strange cucumbers. Looks like very nice green. There's definitely a cucumber.
Are these green
Green tomatoes.
Those are these green beans.
Ah yeah, those are the ones. Stuff we haven't seen before. These are white beans.
Mangoes.
You break this open and then there's white beans in there.
Big white beans. You can see the size.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the size.
And you don't need to cook them. You can eat them raw.
Break it open.
Yeah.
Break it open. So,
Okay.
sir, I am and this open.
Ah.
Open.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
But now you must eat the white thing.
Is there a stone inside?
Stone?
No, seed.
Seed.
Item open. The seed you must throwing.
Very furry. It's quite sweet.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Where do I put the...
German
This is-
Hitler.
Beautiful colors here. Never seen this. We have to look it up and Google it.
Hemba? Hemba.
Okay. Pemba. We have no idea what this is, but we're gonna find out. I'm not sure if it's anything to eat. So we're in the,
Hey, look, they've even got yesterday's special.
yeah, wonder how much that is. This is really interesting here. These are probably jungle plants that are for healing purposes. Yeah. This is really interesting. So this is one of the old wooden houses. So these are the floodgates here. We're now at the river,
Ah, yeah.
and in the distance is a German
What was it called? What did it call?
ship that got stranded here in the Second World War. It broke apart.
The Goslar is a sunken German cargo ship in the Suriname River. When World War II began, the ship sought refuge in Suriname, a Dutch colony at the time. When Germany invaded the Netherlands in May 1940, the crew scuttled the ship by flooding its compartments and opening the doors.
Very colourful buses here. The casino. So now we're getting into the old parts of town. We got the umbrellas out because it's really hot. I think Helen is looking for a nice spot to have some sun. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Shall we have a look? Beautiful buildings. That is beautiful.
Paramaribo is the capital and largest city of Suriname, located on the banks of the Suriname River. It has a population of roughly 300,000, which is almost half of the country's population. The historic inner city of Paramaribo is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The original architecture of buildings and street plan, established by the Dutch in the 17th and 18th centuries, has largely remained intact and preserved.
This is the Justice Department, and here in the front is the First Lady's house. This is the President's Palace.
The city is famed for its diverse ethnic makeup, with Creoles, East Indians, Javanese, Chinese, Lebanese, Jews, and smaller numbers of Europeans, primarily Dutch and Portuguese descent. In the past decades, a significant number of Brazilians, Guyanese, and new Chinese immigrants also moved to Paramaribo.
So we're now at Fort Zeelandia. There's different kinds of buildings here. Some old houses as well. So Helen did the historic thing. This is Queen Wilhelmina,
Wilhelmina, 1898 to 1923.
and this is Fort Zeelandia,
She was queen for 25
a
years.
Dutch fort. Was it British before and the Dutch took over? I can't remember.
1661, so we'll have to look at
Yeah,
who was here in 1661, I don't know.
some really nice wooden doors and window frames here. So the famous I love Suriname sign. Do you like Suriname?
Well, it's too hot, but otherwise, no.
It's a lot better than Guyana.
Oh, yes, definitely.
This one is a monument here.
150 years of Hindustan immigration, 5th of June 2023.
Okay, 100 years of Hindustan immigration. This building was completely renovated, but it's not open to the public.
I don't know whether you can see him. Bright green iguana. See if he moves a bit, then you might be able to see him.
And then just spotted this really beautiful green iguana climbing up the ruin walls here. This is the collapsed building here. This is the Cabinets building and the flag of Suriname. They have a palm tree garden here in Paramaribo. It's one of the recreation areas with a playground and a gym. This is one of the grachten, kind of like a creek. This is the basilica. So we just made us some cheese toasties for dinner, and Helen is having dessert. Pistachio ice cream with what kind of biscuit?
Hazelnut cream cookie.
Hazelnut cream cookie. And how is that?
Awful.
That it's awful? Normally she says terrible when it's really, really good. Awful could mean it's actually awful.
It's actually awfully nice.
Awfully nice. Awfully nice. We really need something to cool down. It was a hot day. City center of Paramaribo. Quite nice, with nice houses, but there's a lot of corners that are filthy, dirty, not so nice.
Yeah, but it's too hot. It's a lot hotter.
Yeah.
It's a lot hotter here than in Georgetown, Guyana.
It's really, really hot. And
a lot more sun, because there it was raining quite a bit, or cloudy. Here, the sun.
And apparently it's quite dangerous at night. We were warned by several people not to go downtown.
I don't know whether Georgetown is like.
No.
But
so it's definitely a lot better than Georgetown. Nobody's honking. People are very friendly on the streets. People were helping us in the markets, and they were asking us where we're from. Really, really nice people. But we saw a lot of garbage.
Buses, no music.
Yeah, that was the best, wasn't it? No music on the buses. All the windows were open.
Yeah, it was just
always
very, very hot.
Almost all filled with women.
Yeah.
We hardly saw. If there were guys, they were either young kids or really old men. But middle-aged, only women.
There were some young
but everybody
ones.
helped us, didn't they? Yeah. And then we went to a Chinese supermarket to get some small things, and we found everything we needed.
I don't think it was a Chinese, because the stuff wasn't written in Chinese.
No.
Because we've been to the Chinese ones where everything is written in Chinese and you can't understand
Yeah,
what
but he was Chinese, but he spoke excellent English. He was a really nice guy, a young man who really helped us out to find all the things. Look at this colour of the ice cream.
It's very green. This morning, we take a taxi to the other side of the Suriname River. Torton Taxis is an easy-to-use app here in Paramaribo. Davis is a really nice and reliable driver, and we get his direct phone number for other rides in the next few days.
So we're in the taxi this morning. It came within seconds.
It was there before us. We only had to go downstairs.
That was really good. Davis is driving us to Peperpot Nature Reserve Park. He's also going to pick us up from there, which is perfect.
There are buses that go across the river, but the times are hard to find out, so we opted for a taxi this morning. It only costs us 270 SRD, which is roughly €7.10.
There goes Davis, our taxi driver. He's going to pick us up at 2 o'clock again. And we've got to pay an entrance fee here. And then we do some hiking. Let's see.
From 8 to 7. So
the entrance fee is quite expensive. It's $250 per person, which is around $8, $7. So we're going on a hike. We just paid that extortionate amount of money for a nature park, but here we are. We hope to see some monkeys and some sloths. But we have to probably stand still and then let Helen spot, because Helen is the best spotter on this planet. This is where the trail starts. We go to the right.
Yep. We're going on a more plenty boat.
Oh, I just saw a big lizard going across the road, but he was very fast.
Some people up ahead.
So now we found him. He's quite a big one.
Peperpot Nature Park is a serene nature reserve situated around a former coffee plantation, one of the oldest plantations of Suriname. At the end of the 17th century, settlers began to cultivate tobacco here, later adding coffee and cocoa as well. The animals have taken possession of the area again. It's popular with bird watchers, but there are also monkeys, giant lizards, sloths, giant anteaters, jaguars, and the largest rodent in the world, the capybara.
Let me wipe your back off. Yeah, hold your bag. Have a look at it. Okay. The jungle is alive, especially with mosquitoes. So we kind of hit a dead end on this trail. I think we missed a trail. Not a surprise in this jungle here. So we have to go back via this one here.
So, oh, she's getting stuck. You have to go down a bit lower. Oh God. Come on up. Oh, sorry, I had to move.
The old knees, they don't work anymore.
I had to move the camera there.
Here comes another obstacle. Very wobbly boards here. This trail is a bit muddy. We could also call it super muddy. I picked up a lot of stuff on this trail. My shoes are filthy dirty. There's some big bamboos here. Bamboo alley. We encountered a woodpecker. It must be a female because it's not very colourful. That's a beautiful big dragonfly. So there's a bird's tower here, and we just met some people and they said when you go up to the second or the first landing, look up into the tree, there's supposed to be a sloth. Now I'm just trying to find the sloth. On the top of the tower. Still haven't found the sloth. Very hard to spot it, but we think see the head now? Yeah, looking at us.
He's eating.
So there is the sloth. Yeah.
There he is. There he is. Hello. Oh, this other tree keeps moving, and he's behind the leaves. But well, he's eating the leaves for us. So
Yeah, he is.
he's eating the leaves that are covering it, so we can just about see him.
I might see better on the computer later, but
At least we've got him in focus. We know where he is, but that was very difficult to spot.
very difficult. Helen is I said that right at the start. Helen is the spotter.
Well, I stood there for ages looking at that clump thinking, I think that's something, and then he moved, and then I knew.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, oh, yeah, that's him.
He's got a light brown head.
Yeah.
He's now munching away. It's the most active sloth we've ever seen.
They're normally either sleeping or
curled up
moving
normally.
incredibly slowly.
We're looking at these plants because they're filled with water, and sometimes you can see frogs in these little ponds here. There is a capuchin monkey. Hello there.
And there's another one up there. There's some more coming.
My spotter is on the outlook. I was requesting a snake, which is very hard to do in the middle of the day in this heat. Hopefully we don't stumble over one that's sunning in the sunny spot. Helen is known to be stepping on snakes once in a while.
I'm doing alright so far. No, monkeys.
Last words. So we're finding another obstacle. This is just a few meters from the main path. Do you want to go over or under?
I can't get under.
So that's not the easiest way. Hopefully Helen's legs are long enough.
I have to sit on that.
Yeah.
They're not really long enough.
That was a very high leg. Yeah. Well done. He was very aggressive, so we stepped back a little.
Hello. Oh, I don't know whether I got that.
Oh, hello, sweetie. You're a curious little fellow, huh? Oh. There's some really big monster lizards here. Now that ant probably weighs nothing compared to the worm, but it shows you how strong they are. It's just pulling the worm across the path here. This is an agouti, but it's very bushy on the back. I think it was making itself bigger just a minute ago. There he is.
He's got these yellow feet and fingers. They're checking these plants too. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a little baby. Hello, sweetie. That's a tiny one. It's a little tiny baby.
After 3.5 hours, we're happy and sweaty, and Davis takes us back into Paramaribo. Peperpot is definitely worth going to. We were lucky to see so much wildlife during the hot midday hours. It's better to go at night, and tours are offered by some agencies. Colin went on one and sent us some pictures of snakes and other creepy crawlies. So far, we haven't been able to book a tour into the deeper jungle of French Guiana or Guyana, but here in Suriname we find a 2-night, 3-day glamping tour for €530 for 2 people on the Suriname River. We've never done glamping before, and so this will be a new experience for us.